This is my third topic of chemistry lessons regarding the mechanism or the principle of HPLC. If any topic we are learning means we have to be keep in mind that why do we study this topic, why we have to learn this, right? Yes, coming to this topic, this is HPLC. Basically, it is a liquid chromatography with the high performance. It's simply said to be the high performance liquid chromatography. Is there any use in the real life by this study? Yes, of course. If we take an aloe vera gel, simply to know the constituent present in it, groups present in particular gel, to know the purity of a particular gel, we can attain by this technique HPLC. Even we have a small microgrammic sample also, we can distinguish the separation of the components present in it, identification of that compound and quantification of that compound, even purity of particular substance also we can know by this HPLC, high performance liquid chromatography. The terms we come across here are the stationary phase, mobile phase, and the sample preparation. By the aid of these three compounds get separated is simply said to be the mechanism of particular technique. Right, yes, coming to the stationary phase. Again, we have a question, that is, what is stationary phase? How it looks like the stationary phase? Yes, it looks like a rod with a screw end fittings on both the sides. Inside this, a packing material of silica bed. In general, the silico oxide is simply polaric nature. Based upon the nature of this silico oxide, overall HPLC can be categorized into normal phase HPLC and the reverse phase HPLC. Right, SiO2. If SiO2 is in polaric nature, that is commanded the normal phase HPLC. If the polaric nature of the silico oxide is derivatized, means the polaric nature of the SiO2 is changed to the non-polaric state, then it is said to be the reverse phase HPLC. In this reverse phase HPLC, the stationary phase is lipophilic in nature. Right. Why it is used in the reverse phase means many of the compounds, many of the drugs we are going to analyze in the pharmaceutical industry are the hydrophobic in nature. Right. Based on the packing material of the silica, it is non-polaric nature in case of RPHPLC. Right. Next one is the mobile phase. It plays a key role in the separation of the compounds. It should dissolve the mobile phase which are going to analyze, should dissolve the compounds which are going to be analyzed. If a compound to be separated, it has to be dissolved in a definite solvent, right? It has to dissolve the particular substance which are going to be analyzed. In general, the mobile phases are the methanol, ACN means acetonitrile, or some buffers also we can use as a mobile phase for the identification of the compound and purity checkup. Also we use some buffers in certain ratios. Right. Upon the injection of the sample onto the column, the mobile phase travels along with the sample on the silica bed of hydrophobic nature of SiO2 in case of RPHPLC, reverse phase HPLC. Based on the lipophilicity of the compound that is going to be analyzed, the compounds or the lipophilic compounds present in it gets eluted at certain RT. It elutes at certain RTs with some sort of partition and absorption technique. Right. Upon the injection of a particular substance onto the column containing the packing silica bed of hydrophobic nature and the mobile phase of the hydrophilic nature, it passes along with the sample. Based on the hydrophobic nature, the components get separated by the partition and absorption technique. By the graph, we can estimate the amount of particular substance, purity of the substance that is going to be analyzed, and the graph will be drawn over the RT and the sample volume taken. That is simply the mechanism or the principle of HPLC. The principle over here is partition and absorption technique. Right.